So recently I did a haul where I showed you that I got some Tombow pens. Well, since then I have ordered a few more pens during that few weeks. It's almost like a month, but still I have ordered and bought. My pen collection just grown. Let's just stop by that, okay? So I thought I was going to share and then try to use all of these pens and make something with them. Let's see what we can do. But yeah, so first I got a set of jelly rolls. These are in the Moonlight collection. Well, these are Moonlight, so just the basic color. Then this one is, I think it's a star, it doesn't say, but it's a star thing, so it's sparkly. And then it also comes with white. I've been looking at them for quite some time and I don't know what it is, but I have been using more and more neon colors when I'm just sitting and doodling, and I was like, I really would like to have like a pink and a red and a yellow like neon color. And then I saw their set and I was like, oh, I don't know, like there's a lot of other colors, but I just really like them. And then when I have actually been drawing with them, I just love the green colors that I get here. Yeah, I'm really happy that I decided to get the full pack of them. And I did find them like in an actual shop, which made it even more fun. Like I bought them and then brought them home right away, which was like very new to me. The other day I placed an order with a small shop in Sweden called Tid för mera. I'm going to leave that link down below. And I got a few different pens and markers from them. First off, I got some of these Tombow color pencils. I have bought them from them before. They have them in open stock. And like I said, I really wanted these neon colors. And they had a few on sale and I have liked them. They are really hard pencils, but so far I like them. Also, by the way, I did recently get a little poodle pot, so I'm just keeping them in here for now. Shop, I ordered these Tombow markers. I've really enjoyed my Tombows for sketching and I just really like them, but I felt like I really wanted a nice leafy green. And then I found this one, which is a very desaturated green, and then a super bright one, and I'm really enjoying these. And the last things that I got from that shop was they had a sale on some Posca markers. Then I also got these, the Karen Deco Brush markers. I have ordered them open stock from this shop before. And I got Warm Grey in 1 and 3. And lastly, I actually got this, which was a little freebie gift, and it's I'm just going to let you read that. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a pigment brush, which was really fun, and I can't wait to explore it. I have never seen anything like it. It doesn't have a ball bearing in it, so I'm not sure like how long it would last, how it mixes with other things. I have just swatched it and it is white, but I haven't really had time to explore it just yet. The last part of my epic pen gathering happened at Flying Tiger. First off, of course, I got this amazing flower pot. Yeah, there's a pink poodle. Another fun thing, I don't think I will actually use it, to be honest, and I try not to buy gimmicky things, but I have seen this several times over the years, and it's just so cute. And I was like, it was on sale, like, you know, things that needs to go sort of, and I was like, that is just so cute. And I don't know if I will actually ever use it because it looks like really crappy paint, to be honest. But I think this is the cutest thing ever, so I was just like, I'm getting it. So anyway, I also got some Post-it on a little palette here. It is a lot higher, but it broke when I brought it home. But it just comes with sort of yellow and craft. I did find a set of 5. They are drawing pens. And I was a bit intrigued. I was like, ooh. So I have been using them, but I have not tested them out if they are waterproof yet, because I have only used them in like my sketchbook, so I don't really do watercolor and that kind of stuff. Then I found these. They came in packs of 2, and they are multicolored crayons, and I just thought they were so fun. My idea is actually to have these, and I also found these set of mechanical pencils in the same colors. They come with leads, so you have refill leads, but they also came in sets of 2. And we actually have a colleague at the place where I work. She will start her other job as a teacher, and I wanted to do something like a little bit fun for her, so I'm thinking this could be pretty fun, and then put it into like a mug and make it all cute and stuff. And depending on the space in the mug, I also got these. There are fine liners, felt pens in 0.4, and come in these little nice box. And again, in all different colors. You can see I have sort of tried to make them into some sort of color order that I just messed up, but I'm thinking like I could fill out with like the purples, red, green and blue and that kind of stuff in the mug too, just for fun. I wanted to make something like a little bit extra cute for her, because I really enjoyed working with her, and I'm a bit sad that she is going, but on the other hand I know she really wants to work as a teacher, so of course I'm happy for her. The last thing I got is actually a set of brush pens. These I'm going to keep for myself. I really enjoy them. They came in 2 sets, so one came in a pack of 8, one came in a pack of 7. And so one was more like a pastel set and one was a bit more like bright colors, and I'm not really sure why, to be honest. Like if they were like had one like the set of 7 and then you're going to switch to the 8 pack, I don't really know, because they are very similar, but they are really good, like especially the soft colors, because I have a set of brush tip watercolor pencils, whatever you want to call them, and you always have very saturated colors, and they say they are watercolor markers that you can thin out with water, that you can't, and these are so light, and I just really like them, and the brush nib is so good. I'm just like, these are definitely a hidden gem, especially if you can get the pastel or the light color set, like especially like I don't like yellow and orange, but these two are such a good colors because they are so light. I really like them, as that one too. So anyway, enough rambling. That is my over the month of July sort of pen marker hoard that I have gathered up, that I'm really excited about. So my thinking is I'm going to bring out my sketchbook. We're going to do something. I'm thinking about doing a little bit of collage stuff, because I have been doing that lately when I've just had a little bit, like a few moments here and there after work, and I've really enjoyed it. So I'm thinking I want to do something like that today, and trying to incorporate as many pencils that I got during the month. If I need something else, I might bring that into it too, but I want to start off with the stuff that I got most recently and see how far I can get with that. Yeah, I'm going to clear off my desk because there's a lot of pencils out here, and then I'm going to let a voiceover Julia explain what I'm going to do.
Hello, it's me, voiceover Julia. I'm so funny. Anyway, so let's get this page started. I was really curious about the watercolors. I was saying like, oh, I don't think I'm going to use them, but then I was like, I really should just test them out and see like how bad they are, because I've tested quite recently these kind of solid cake watercolors and they were so bad. So I was like, are they like as bad or just bad, you know? And it turns out like the brush is not that bad. I mean, it's short, so for I would say I have like average size hands. It is a little bit tricky, and I used it way longer than I should. I should just have switched to a different brush. Um, but the brush isn't half bad, and the watercolors are, even though like, I don't know if we're going to call them watercolors, um, they're not like amazing, obviously. I mean, you can tell that by looking at them, but they're not bad. Like for watercolor, yes, they're bad, but for like crafting purposes, uh, I think you could easily give them to a child and they would not be like super frustrated. They're not that bad, which is saying quite a lot about them. So yeah, I'll not recommend them if you if you actually want to paint watercolor, but just to get some paint down in a watercolor-esque way, not half bad. So anyway, speaking of that, that is actually just what I'm doing. I just want to get some color down. I'm using some, I don't know what to call this paper, like drawing paper maybe. It's really cheap, 120 GSM recycled paper I get from some art shop that they just to have like as extra paper. Like I said, they take watercolor fairly okay, means that I can add watercolor on top. It won't like freak out, and it's perfect just to have like in bigger sizes. So I have that, cut it down, and just adding them so I can add use them to make my little collage page in my journal. So I did some brown for wood grain. On the green one here, I tried to add some texture using lighter and darker greens and also yellows, just to add in some texture. So like I said, I wanted to make a little collage because I think it's really fun. First of all, I've been doing it more often recently. I really enjoy it. Also, I think it's really fun to take that opportunity for today when I felt like I wanted to challenge myself and use like the stuff I had recently bought, which was mostly pencils, pens, and markers. And filling a whole page in a sketchbook. Now, obviously, it's my own challenge I've made for myself. I could just choose something else. But I think this is a very easy way to sort of incorporate like a lot of different mediums, because you can get them all down on top of each other using different layers of paper, which is very handy. Creating something like on one single paper as a traditional drawing with all of them is more challenging, and you need to think a little bit more before you start. And this day I was like, I'm not wanting to do that. I just want to have fun. I want to be creative, challenge myself. I don't want to make it harder. I don't want to make it a chore. I just want to have fun. And I did. I had a lot of fun making this page and trying out all the different mediums, placing them on top of each other, and then creating the scene that it's going to be. Now, talking about the scene or the motif, the layout, I'm going to make a little flower stall shop stand, and it's going to be run by Franz. Now, if you don't know Franz, I'm going to introduce you to him. Franz is a flamingo, obviously, and I started drawing Franz, I believe it was 2014, and been drawing or creating with him for a very long time. And he actually started life as a collage. I was doing some birds, and then he just sort of jumped out, and since then he has been created with brushes, with pencils and markers and collage, and I think I've even like sewn like in felt with Franz. So he is like my little, I don't know, creative friend, I suppose, and I just really enjoy having him around. And sometimes I do a lot with him. He's very present, and sometimes he's not, but he's always with me. But it's even more fun when I can bring him out for others to see him too, obviously. Now, There is Franz, obviously, and then he is also very often accompanied by Viola, which is my previous dog. And I started adding her into the little stories with Franz fairly early on, because she was quite a character. But when she passed away, I felt even more like that was my way of keeping her close. These sort of stories with Franz and Viola that I had started creating, I felt like she could live on together with him. So yeah, let's not get into that, because today my mom actually, she sent me some photos, and she was like, oh, do you remember Viola here? And I was like, yeah, I do. So yeah, but in this image she is not participating, so it's just Franz here, but she is somewhere in the background, obviously making up mayhem. That's what she does, and I think that what makes the the partnership, the friendship between them so much fun, because I see Franz as a very careful and thoughtful person. He is fairly shy and reserved and wants to think things through before he does anything and all of that. And Viola, she is not in any way, shape or form. She wasn't that kind of dog, and it felt wrong to make her that in this. I need to be true to who she was, but yeah. So anyway, one of Franz's many hobbies is flowers and gardening, and he's quite often, I often have him with florals or looking at greenery or being out in nature. That's what he just loves that. So I thought it would be really fun to make this little scene where he has his own flower stall selling his pretty flowers in a market sort of way. And I just wanted to make something that was really colorful, and obviously flowers tend to be very colorful, so I thought it was perfect. Obviously Franz, he is also fairly colorful, being very pink, which is very fun. So yeah, I'm just starting very loosely, like to sort of build up. Now, if I were to do this again, and like plan it all out like properly for a collage piece, then like yeah, I would plan it out more carefully in making all of that. But for now, I just wanted to have fun, and therefore I did start with watercolor in the background to get that sort of nice, soft, blurry background, and then also trying to make that the elements that I want to have more focus on, I'm spending more time on those, having more layers, like the flower bouquets and Franz himself, and the parts that that are part of it but are not like as interesting or as important details, I'm not making them as three-dimensional. So like for the I don't know what to call it, the things that keeps the roof up, the wood things that keeps the roof up, I just painted that. Same with these sort of little flower boxes. Right now I'm putting down these little, I don't know, like buckets, and I'm also going to do the same with the cash register machine thingy, painting that. So I want him to look like you can clearly see what it is, but I'm not spending a lot of time making it, and I'm not doing it all like paper piecing style, and that way I can sort of add more layers and depth into the image, because it feels like it's flatter, hence it's going further in the back. Now, is this overthinking considering it's just a sketchbook page? Yes, 100% it is, but you know, I can't help it, it's just what it is. So and of course you can make like as many layers as you want to, or as deep as you want to. I think it's amazing when people do these kind of paper piecing collage stuff with sort of shadow boxes, and you can like really get some sense of depth. But I also think it's quite amazing how much depth you can get with just a few pieces of paper in a sketchbook. Because even though it does create a little bit of bulk, of course you're thickening up the page, it just, I think it's quite amazing how much you can do without like actually like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with my sketchbook now. I have a few other pages in my sketchbook that are collage pages or paper piecing pages. Oh my gosh, I'm not saying that again. And I don't have any issues working on the other pages or closing it or anything, and I think that is kind of fun. Like you can actually, we don't need to be afraid of bulking up our sketchbooks. I don't think we should, unless you're like actually just doing like proper line work drawing where you need everything to be flat, but I'm not really that worried about it, so yeah. So here I'm adding the final little flowers here. I just really like that pop of purple. Purple is one of my favorite colors, so I just really like how that pops. And I mean, when I look at it now, and I feel like, oh, I could have added so much more. And of course you can add stuff in infinity, sort of. But I'm really happy where I decided to leave it off. I did not get everything on film because by the end of the day, it was fairly hot. It is July here in Sweden right now, and the things overheat here, which I don't understand because I know people live in like, I don't know, Africa and South America and Australia, and people seem to be able to use tech over there, no problem. So I don't get why it overheats here in Sweden. Like, I don't know. Anyway, maybe it's just like the temperature difference, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, here is the finished page coming together in rapid speed, and yeah, I just had so much fun making it, trying all of the new supplies, and doing it in a very fun and playful way, and also getting a really colorful and happy page at the end. Sometimes I feel like when I want to try all the new stuff, I don't know how to get it all together and making it actually look nice. But here I'm really happy with it, and I don't think you could look at that and say that's all new supplies or that's done with really crappy watercolor. Well, maybe you could if you actually look closely. Never mind. But oh yeah, that's how it looked after. Yeah. Okay. But here's the finished page, and I'm just so happy with it. I just love it, and I think it's also a testament to how little supplies you need. A really cheap watercolor palette and some pencils, really. That's sort of all that you need to be able to create something really fun and colorful. If you just are willing to spend a little bit of time, have some scissors and tape, you know? I think that's quite amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it, got some inspiration, and yeah, check the link down below to the shop, and I'm linking the scissors that I used and selling those in the shop. They're really great. Have a great day. Until we see each other again, take care, and have a good day.